Buonasera a tutti. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to a special edition of Calcio with Reno Z. And we are officially live. And let's welcome to our fellow guest, which has been, I don't know when is the last time he came here, but it is a pleasure to have one of my fellow paisans, Mr. Alberto from ALL JUVE CAST. Welcome back, Alberto. It's
Thank you.
been a while.
It has been a while. I must have been awful on the last one. I never got an invite back, I think. Maybe that's what's
Oh,
going.
no. I tried, but you always said you were busy, bro. So
It's all good. I'm just busting your chops, buddy. I gotta break some balls while I'm on here. We're gonna have fun. Thank you to Adam in the chat, by the way, with the big up.
yes,
Big up.
big up. Yes, big up, Adam. Let's go through some comments here. We got Mario Potesto. He's an interista, a good interista. Buonasera.
Those are rare. Those are rare.
Those are rare. Yes. Then we have, still Adam. Big up. Buonasera, paisano. Then, of course, the man himself. Where is he? Pa, 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 pa. It's hard to catch up with you guys, man. Then this phone doesn't work properly. One sec. Raf Spinelli, he's a Lazio fan. Thank you. And then who else is on here? Oh, the man himself, Mr. Tony Rosebeak.
Tony Rose.
Fuck it. I can't get away from the birthday. Well, nobody can.
Run,
Guys.
but you can't hide, man. Run, but you can't hide.
Oh, and this guy, buonasera, umbriago. Hey, Justin, don't even start with me tonight, bro. I'm not umbriago. Like, honestly, man, please. That's that mattina, bro. Between you and your.
Let's reel it in. Let's get into this. Tuna.
Oh yeah. Tuna bacala. Buonasera, grande. Finally, I see you in my life.
Tuna pomodoro d'oro today.
Yeah. Well, Justin's going on a rampage. Tony roast. Okay, keep it up, boys. Keep it up.
All right.
And you know what to do. Put a beautiful like and subscribe. And of course, go through my boy Alberto. You will love him, especially his live reactions. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss it because it's always number one.
It's something. I'll tell you that. Yesterday was something.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that one yesterday. I got to check. Unfortunately, I can't do it because with work. But yeah, eventually I'll try to do some. And so we talk about this lovely Juventus Milan. People said that it was a caca, Jonathan David sucks, Tudor a casa, Allegri a casa.
Like you were saying that, not like other people were saying. I don't hear too many people using caca in their analysis.
Well, yeah, that's my expression. Say, but you know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean.
What did you think of the game, Reno? Let's start with you.
What I think. Let's start with me. Then I'll go through the chat. Well, what do I think? To be honest with you, the first thing that really pissed me off is this formation, like putting Kalulu on the right side of the midfield because he is a defender. Then I didn't mind Rugani, Gatti, Lord Kelly. I don't know why he's still on there. But, man, then he still insists with one punta, with one striker. But as the game goes, well, we can both say that Milan and Juve did not play great. Yes, Milan had a better defense. Juventus couldn't try to score at some point. Sorry, the background.
That's okay.
And I don't know why people stripping out the Mr. Jonathan David, but for me, David, it was just a mistake. Like shit happens. We see that way worse with Vlahovic, you know, and now people are making a big deal. For me, we got to give this guy credit. I'll get into David with you after. Who else that I'm really pissed off about? Coop Miners, it is what it is. I'm not really happy. But the team itself, it's slow. Like their counterattack is really slow. Like, I don't know. It's then, of course, if I have to get into what Igor Tudor says, his comments after the game doesn't make sense, even on the press conference. Like, we laugh about what Motta said, we laugh about what Allegri said, but this guy, We did not win, but it's good that we have a break. Yeah, well, you rather win before a break. Like some things doesn't make sense. Even the fact that he said about Cambiaso a week ago, he's better off going to Real Madrid. Like you make it sound like this Juventus is Provinciale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't
we
know.
could go ahead.
I,
Then
I feel like some of the words are taken a little bit overboard just because everybody's antsy because we're drawing games, you know? Um, like with Cambiaso, I think it was misunderstood. I think what he was trying to say is, I agree with what he said because he said Cambiaso has the ability to play for the best teams in the world. You know, like if you're being honest right now, is Juventus a Champions League contender? No, we're not a Champions League contender right now. So what he was trying to say is that Cambiaso on his day could play for the top contenders in the world right now, make those teams. But he said he's got to find continuity. He's got to find rhythm. He's got to find that until he does that. And he's right. We've all been saying about Cambiaso. He plays one good game and he's garbage for 6, garbage for 7. Like you never know when he's gonna have that game. He's an on his day player. The other one that got people fired up is when Tudor said, he said, we don't have an identity. Chiellini says this team is a mold of Tudor. And then Tudor came out and he goes, oh, we're still trying to find our identity. And everybody's taking this and they're saying, what are we saying? He doesn't think we have an identity. Everything's getting put under a microscope right now just because we're drawing games. Chiellini was speaking to the team's attitude, being there and matching Tudor. Tudor was saying in terms of playing style, they don't have their identity yet. And he's kind of right. And part of it is his problem because he doesn't have 11 players that you know are the top guys right now because he was tinkering a little bit too much and experimenting a little too much. With the strikers, he created that. He didn't have to do that. Everything was going fine. David was doing his thing to start games. Vlahovic looked red hot after, coming in the sub. No problem. Openda let him rotate in. And then Tudor started, no, I'm going to start him. No, I'm going to start him. I'm going to sit him. I'm going to start him. I'm going to sit him. Relax. Because the problem is not even those guys. They're all making mistakes. They're all sucking at the top because we don't know as a team how to find them. And it starts in the middle of the pitch. Tudor needs to lock in. He needs to play with 3 midfielders, period. If he wants to continue with 3 defenders at the back, okay, you can only do it 3-5-2. The 3-4-2-1 doesn't work. So you can only do it 3-5-2. But if he wants to go 4-3-3, he can do that, and it might save you because you're skinny at the back line. But 3 is dangerous because Kalulu and Gatti make mistakes all the time between the two of them. Lloyd Kelly, he's still positionally off a lot of the time. He's doing better than when he first came, but that's saying a lot. Kelly still has a lot to work on. Tudor's he's got to start finding it. He's got to start finding it fast because when you're at Juve and you're drawing, you got to win the games, man. That's all that counts. Winning. He's going to find out.
Yeah, sorry about the background. No, you're absolutely right. You nailed it at the end. With Juventus, you need to win because, like I said, for me, this guy is not going to non ci gode i panettori. If we start to lose with Lazio, then the Champions League. Well, we got Real Madrid. We can kind of justify that, but I don't know, man. There are things to do. I know we had nobody else besides Tudor. Even if you get rid of Tudor right now, who are you going to put? Spalletti, Mancini?
I don't want him fired. I don't want him to be fired. I'm just saying, I also don't want to keep drawing these games when you should be doing better. And like the team has to progress ultimately. I mean, you know, I see the comment there from Marco, and the best situation is to support the team. Nobody's not supporting the team. Everybody's still supporting the team. But it's annoying as hell when the same mistakes show up game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, and he's not fixing them. It's his job. Kalulu at the right wing back, it shouldn't take you 7 games to realize he's not a wing back. It shouldn't take this long. You don't need a professor. You don't need Trapattoni or Ancelotti to tell you that he's not a fucking right wing back. You should just see that with your eyes watching the game. Milan fans came to me and they said, "What are you guys doing with Kalulu as a wing back?" I said,
"Yeah, lots of them at my end."
Here, take my phone and I'll put you to Igor and you can ask him what he's doing. You don't have to tell me. It's crazy. It's crazy to watch that over and over and over. You want to see changes as a fan. You want to see changes as a fan. You don't want to watch the same hurdles game in and game out. It gets agitating and annoying. You still support the team, but good Lord, what could you possibly be watching to not see some of the changes that need to happen? He needs to have 3 midfielders. Kalulu cannot play as a right wing back. Those are 2 things I could tell you right off the bat. I can also tell you he's in trouble with Cambiasso right now because that guy might need to sit and get his head out of his ass. And Gatti is almost fucking unplayable right now with how bad he is defensively.
It's sad for me. I do like Gatti, but you know, recently, yes, he scored. He has the grinta. As for Cambiasso, he did una cagata yesterday.
His job is to defend. And when people talk about scoring goals, whatever, it's like, yeah, that's great. But his first job is to defend. And when he's shaky there, I think when he cut his hair so fucking short, they took a little bit of his brain or something with
it. Then he has a baby too. That doesn't help. I'm experiencing it. No sleep whatsoever. But let's welcome Marco
Carola.
Where he's
going to sleep then on the pitch.
Probably. Let's welcome Marco. I think you're here. Welcome. And thank you for your lovely comment. But let's give a shout out to this guy here. Hold on a second, because so many on the chat. One sec. I got to say something to one particular individual. Where is it now? He's way behind. There he is. Sev, did I need Alberto for you to show up? This guy. Severino.
That might not even be him, man. That might be a burner account. Might not
no, that's
Sev awake at this time, man. Holy
yeah, that's why he hasn't been on my show. So I understand that. But I'm surprised that he's commenting.
That guy falls asleep unless there's a Mets game on. That guy's in bed snoring, sawing logs with his thumb in his mouth, sucking on his thumb like a little baby.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of criticism, I want to go through some comments before I miss it because people are going on a rampage here.
Look at Tony Roast Beef says, "What do you do with Coop?" Oh.
Well, this is a comment I would like to point out with Justin. A big mistake pulling out on a date. David has been off all year. Buddy, it not even started and you're already complaining. What about your boy Hamburger? Like, honestly, man, I haven't heard you complain about Dusan Vlahovic. Like, what are we talking about?
Who's Hamburger?
Yeah, Hamburger.
Hamburger.
McKenny's the Hamburger. Well, he's American.
Hamburger.
He's criticizing. Well, excuse me. He's criticizing our Canadian boys.
He signed a German, Hamburger. Big Mac. Good old Big Mac.
This guy's Tusi Umbriagone.
Zio di Scimmia.
Are you watching football at this time?
Roast beef. Is that what do you do with Coop? What do you do with Coop, Reno?
With Coop? Oh, hold on. Where is that?
And send him back. Send him to
that's
the
what
island?
I think. Well, yeah. Oh, our best. Yeah, sure. With Coop, I don't know. Like, I would like to give him credit, yes. But like I said, if you don't see any changes, let's get rid of him on January. People are, I don't know your end, but my end, people are pushing me saying, well, Reno, he hasn't played the right position. Well, if he plays the right position, is anything going to change? Like for me, I think it's more the pressure with Juventus that he can handle. He hasn't even played on the national team. I got my friends, they play soccer and they're big Dutch fans. Well, sorry, from Netherlands. And they're not happy with him either. So I don't know, man. If is he going to benefit with the 3-5-2, as you say, or 4-3-3? I have no idea because we spent 70 mil on this guy. I haven't seen any improvement.
No,
So
definitely not. He's in trouble. He's in trouble because when he played the pivot, he was garbage there too. He played the pivot there.
exactly.
He just abandons his position all the time. The way he interprets a pivot is crazy to me. It makes no sense. And people said he's going to sit Locatelli, and I said not a chance. Not a friggin' chance. If people can't see, Locatelli is the glue in the middle of the park right now, holding this team barely
Yeah.
together. I don't know what else they need to see. But Colt Miners, he's running out of opportunities, man. If Tudor finally decides to pull the trigger on a 3-man midfield, that's last chance saloon for Colt Miners. Or you know what? You're going to have one hell of a time, and we're going to be stuck. We're going to be in a position stuck if you can't figure it out soon, because we're going to go to sell him, and the only teams that are going to come by and sell him are my Sunday League team. Maybe wants him. Other than that, and that's because we got like 10 injuries, okay? Because we're all old as hell. We might want to sign him, and we're not going to give, we're not going to give Juve anything. Juve's going to get stuck because the teams that are going to end up maybe having interest in this guy aren't going to be teams that he's going to want to leave Juve for. And then we're going to get stuck. It's going to be the same old story. He's got to figure it out. He has to figure it out.
He has to. Because, like I said,
if Tudor and Juve honestly want to salvage anything out of this player, you have to go to a 3-man midfield when he's playing. You have to. And I think you have to, with Coop,
I don't know.
It's tough, man. You almost have to play 2 stabilizers and use somebody else as the advanced midfielder. And if Locatelli's in there, you can get away with a pivot in a 3-man midfield of Locatelli and Colt Miners. If you put Colt Miners and Thuram, it doesn't work because you don't get the best out of Thuram because then he's left alone at the back. So if you play those two and you use another guy advanced that maybe has some attacking prowess, Yildiz can maybe play advanced of them as a 3rd midfielder. Maybe you can use Adzic. But that's the only way Colt Miners is going to work is if you're playing 3 right out of the middle and he's not the one that you're focused on to pull the strings in the attack. Because right now, he just doesn't know how to do it. And he doesn't have the confidence to do it. So let somebody else take that duty away from him and let him just get in rhythm of doing something, providing something. But that's it.
Tony, Coop will be worst guy ever to rob a bank with. Yeah, true. I don't know. A lot of people.
Juve right now is what he's robbing.
Well, yeah, 70 mil, but then, like I said, I got people saying the same thing. Well, I told these people, do you think it's going to change if you put him in the right position? I don't think so. We'll see if he's going to leave on January, but I don't know.
You can't give up on him. You gotta find a way. You gotta figure it out. And you gotta keep. You can't just shut it down completely. But he's definitely not a starter right now. He's working from the bench for sure.
Well, keep on the bench. Keep Locatelli, even though I have my 50-50 with Locatelli, but I can't say. But I can't say that he's not bad. He's good at what we need. So I give you that. Tony, he's supposed to pull up with a getaway car and he's 3 blocks away in the dunk. Oh man, Tony, you kill me. You kill me.
Good old Coop.
Yeah.
I don't know. This game yesterday really pissed me off, to be honest. Did
it piss you off?
It pissed me off yesterday. I feel like we were really lucky. I feel like we were lucky not to lose by a couple goals. I think.
Yeah. Pulisic.
We didn't create nearly enough. We didn't pressure them nearly enough. There was a little good spell in the first half, but there was really nothing to come out of it. It's not enough. And the second half, we started off, they were running us in the second half. And they were all over us, and they were creating all these opportunities, and we were asleep for like 20 minutes at the start of that second half. I don't agree with people that said we were the better team in that game, because there was
no.
They were telling me, they were just saying, they were challenging me on my opinion, saying that no, I felt we did good. To get a draw in this game is good. And I'm like, no, like not that way.
To get a draw, no, absolutely not.
Not
I
like
was
that, not
surprised.
like that when you shouldn't even deserve the 1 point. I go, we deserve the loss. I go, even Del Piero said it. Del Piero says, hey, Juve earned the draw. He said, but Milan's going to be pissed because they threw that chance away. They threw that game away. That was their skill.
Pulisic
Yeah.
missed.
Never
Rafael
mind,
Leao.
Pulisic, Leao 2 times. 3 times.
Yes, Leao.
Leao.
Yeah, 3
Jimenez,
times.
thank God that guy sucks, or we would have been in trouble, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. People just like to defend the team and they don't want to be realistically. You know what I mean? So I'm always realistic. I know people can say that I'm negative, but it's not being negative. I'm being realistic about my team. So I bet you anything against Lazio, we might lose. As poor they play, I'll luck, Alberto. I'm sorry, man.
You're trying to say that for Rino Spinoli, or that's what you're trying to say for Spinoli there. Take it easy.
No,
Listen,
no, that's Spinelli. No.
Marco here says, I don't understand if we want Cope Miners to show his talent, why he's always on the bench. He never plays or starts. When he does, he is bad. There's clearly no trust in him. The issue, if you want to try to get him going, isn't to play him over and over and over and over. The issue is for Tudor to realize he needs a certain setup to support him and help him. When Tudor does the exact same thing that Mota did all last season, where do you expect it to go with Cope Miners? If you're going to play him in that advanced role, what do you expect to change? What do you expect to happen? Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to happen. If he hasn't figured it out by now, it's not like all of a sudden he's going to wake up tomorrow and he's going to be like, hey, I'm back, baby. No, like Tudor has to figure that out. And he has to realize that you can't plug and play the players you have to fit your system 100%. Not every player can do that. Some players can do that. Some players, you can put them out there and they'll figure it out. But remember what Carlo Ancelotti, one of the best coaches, said. He goes, the day I improved, the day I got better is when I realized I needed to stop thinking that it's my way or the highway. And I had to realize that I needed to change for my players. Tudor's not doing that. He's not changing the setup or what we're doing for his players. And that might be the downfall. And that might be what's slowing us down. Because if you ask me, we have a team that should be competing in this Serie A for the top 2. We should be competing in top 2. If you ask me, we don't have a squad that surrenders an absurd amount of talent to any of those teams. We might have some
Napoli, AC Milan.
You have some depth issues at the back, but make no mistake about it. In Serie A, this team should be competing for the title because this team has a roster that should be able to win a game against Verona. They should win a game against that weak Atalanta with all those guys that are hurt. We should be able to beat Como after the break, and fans are already telling me it's a good result if you get a draw against Como.
No, come on. That's no 5 draws. 5 draws, guys. Like, what are we talking about here? We can't. Esatto. Because at my end,
shit like that.
At my end, I got in shit because I had people tell me, "Oh, Atalanta was unlucky. Verona, we got wrong." We cannot find an excuse of the referee. Yes, it should have been called, but Verona almost win against us, and we cannot have.
We did nothing against Verona.
Exactly.
One goal early from Chico,
and we can't find excuses all the time.
5 on us.
No, people find excuses. Oh, they were tired. Oh, give me a break, man. Like, honestly, let's be real.
Tired.
And
we're fucking tired. You got a young baby. I'm tired. I got 2 kids.
2 kids, exactly.
I'm tired. These guys,
no,
these 20-year-olds making millions. They're tired. Fucking get out there and play.
And make it vanno zappare. And make it vanno zappare. Trust me.
yeah, zappare. Yeah.
Yeah, zappare. Yeah. So Mario says that missed penalty may cost AC Milan the Scudetto. Why? You're thinking that Inter's going to win the Scudetto? Not a chance, buddy. Keep your hopes up, Mario. Inter's not going nowhere. He's an Inter fan. So, but speaking of Milan, speaking of Milan, what are your thoughts, Alberto? You know where I'm going to go through this. Allegri, standing ovation. Like, you know my
I'll be
thoughts on
honest with
that?
you. I'll be honest
Keep
with
it,
you.
okay.
I
Okay.
always respect Max. I'll always respect him. I'll always respect him.
Yeah.
2.0 was a disaster, but there's probably no other guy that would have stood by the team after all that bullshit and did what he did. And honestly, I've been saying for a long time, everybody that follows, me knows what I've been saying. I think our front office is a fucking joke. And I think it all started then because
Yeah.
those clowns, those monkeys like Elkan, Scanavino, Ferraro, they let Max speak to all that shit for all that time that he had nothing to do with. I have a lot of respect for Max. It doesn't change how I feel about 2.0. I
Yes,
don't
same.
like I think we needed to make a change. I think honestly, I say that some of the players that are still around that went through that, it's pretty hard on them too. And sometimes you just need a fucking change of scenery and some fresh air to just get out of that atmosphere because that
Yeah.
whole atmosphere and all that takes a toll on the relationships from the club to the players as well. Not just the coach and the office. Like it takes a toll on all of them. Like when we get cleaned and like we're back and we're expected to be back financially where the team wants to be in 1 year. But like they should be looking right now at a serious office. Like Ferraro's fallen asleep at fucking games. Get me a president that's like alive, number one, okay? Not numort. Like fucking
No
you
more.
might as well. Yeah, like
Chocolate Ferrero. Yeah.
let's get somebody
I'll
else
say
that's
my piece
actually
after.
alive that is a football mind there. Let's get uh some player representation, somebody with some allure to Juve. And it'll help. It'll help us get serious. Elkan needs to just step back like the way he was and just the money. That's all you are. Just step back. Step back.
How many times I said it to you, Alberto Batelkan? I got attacked.
He just can't
Remember?
call shots. He just can't call shots. But as the money
Oh,
guy, he's not a problem. Before he
okay.
was just a
Yes.
money guy. And everybody's saying Elkan's got to go. But no, now it's changed because now he's calling shots. That can't
Exactly.
happen.
Bravo.
That can't
We
happen.
need.
He needs to
He's
stay in
not
the
our
back and
guy.
do the money. And by the
Yeah.
way, there's a lot of rumors about this meeting, about the board of directors, and that Tether is going to push to get their guy in the board and that they have enough of a percentage to get their guy
I
in the
hope
board
so.
and that it's going to be Paolo Arduini and that he's going to go in there and they want to recapitalize the club and they're willing to help him. For whatever reason, Elkan hasn't allowed it yet. So they're expecting to be like, it's rumored to be some big, intense meeting that's going to go down, that's going to shape the structure
I
in
hope
that
so
board. That's going to be very interesting because
because
Elkan's
we need a
pushing for his
change.
guys. Elkan's pushing for Camoli. He's pushing for Chiellini. And then Tether wants their guy to have a seat as well. And that's Paolo Arduini. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes of that. But Allegri, I respect Allegri. And I have no problem with the fans showing him love because he never, ever disrespected the club. Ever. Not once. So he fought the fight for the club. Regardless of what happened in the results and everything like that,
Yeah.
I actually like that he went out with a Coppa Italia and that's it. He said his piece. He blew up. He exploded. He did what he
Yeah.
felt was necessary. I thought it was too much. I thought he should have done it behind closed doors, but it happened. It happened, whatever. Nobody can erase what that guy did. Okay? Nobody can erase what he did. He is one of the most successful coaches in Juve's history, period. So for me, I have no problem. What I did like from the crowd is when they gave Rabio the when
Okay,
his
that's
name was
good.
announced.
Yeah.
That's good.
For me, I have my thoughts. Like I said, I know guys from the Curva Sud. I was going back and forth because it can be a little bit too much. What did it? Yes, I get it. Number one, first time Allegri. Yes, we can all say it. What you just said that he defended the club whatsoever. But like I even said today on my video, even one of my friends, Lino Juventus. we can sit here complain by changing the coach, the players. The major problem is the società. I've been on it for years, months. I don't know if Agnelli is going to come because it seems like he's still doing the patteggiamento, whatever is happening over there. So I hope for the better, and I hope whatever you said right now, but theater, and I hope something good because like this, how things are going for me, I don't want to be pessimistic. It's going to be really tough to win something in the future. So we need some guys. Palle palle. We don't have a direttore sportivo. Hopefully that comes along, and we gotta do something because it's been frustrating for the last 5-6 years. So if
Yeah,
you ask me.
they gotta get it moving in the right direction.
Like I laugh about it. I don't get stressed out anymore like I used to. Yes, I have my moments on my videos yelling at this person, that person, but there's nothing much we can do. Until Elkin is around, I hope he sells, and let's hope to
I
see
don't know.
something good.
I kind of hope that he's, savvy enough, which I think he would be business wise, to realize that if somebody wants to come in that already has 10% shares and is willing to recapitalize the club, why the fuck
Mm.
wouldn't you let them?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
Exor's been putting in how much now? Between 800 million to a billion over the past, what, 7 or 8 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, 6, 7, I
why the
guess.
hell would you not want financial support from one of your shareholders if they're willing to come in and help and do that? Why wouldn't you? So the whole thing is very, very bizarre from Elkin. So we'll see how it goes. But it makes no sense to me why you wouldn't say, yes, that's great, fantastic. Let's work together and let's make things right. And now we got some backing, we got some help. I don't know.
You don't know. I don't know either. I don't know either. I've been having arguments with Juventini about Elkan because they all like to defend him. People delete me because of Elkan, so I'm just like, to each their own. I respect everybody's opinion, but let's hope for the better. Guys, continue on with the likes. I don't know how many likes because I can't see, but the subscription. Then, of course, follow my paisan over there at the AGC. So, Alberto, we were talking about, the Scudetto whatsoever. Do you think Milan might have a shot for the Scudetto? I'm guessing Milan and Napoli. Well, what
I
do you
mean,
think?
if I was a Milan fan, I would fucking hope so if we're only playing one competition. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
they should. I mean, they should be one of the teams competing for it. They have a good midfield. They have a really good
yeah.
midfield. They,
Yasari,
I mean,
Ricci,
I'd like to say they have
Modric.
good attackers, but holy shit, Jimenez and Leao saved our asses because they were so bad
Yeah,
at finishing the other day. But they do have good
but
attackers. Like at the back, they're getting clean sheets. But this is what pissed me off about Juve because I said it in our preview show for the game. I said they're getting clean sheets, but it's messy and it's sloppy and it's not clean. And there's a lot of opportunities there for teams to still punish them. And I'm not sold on Gabia, Pavlovic, and Tamori. Like, I'm not sold that that's stout, right? So I actually feel like that could actually crack at some point and that they may just be in a little bit of a groove right now. But they're only playing once. So like energy is going to be on their side. They're not going to be getting fatigued. And the middle of the park, that's where you got to be the strongest. And to be honest, they got a good midfield. Modric is still Modric, man. Like he's still class. He's
oh
still
yeah, for
class.
one competition, as long
So
he's healthy.
yeah, so Milan's gonna be battling for it, I think. It'd be I
Mm.
would not write them off by any means. Like they should be in there fighting.
What about Napoli? Even yesterday's game, they kind of dropped. I think
Napoli just
The Conte effect.
what's funny about those little chipode. They freaking they used to they they used to talk
Oh man, here we go.
they used to talk so much shit about when Juve used to grind out results. And when we used to
Yeah,
Cortomuso, they used to talk so much shit. But look now, when they're winning the games and it's Cortomuso, whatever, hey,
that's it.
That's it. They don't say a fucking word. They're happier than a pig in shit. That's what happens because winning's all that matters. They are like what we used to be. When we used to,
Yes.
you could play a shit game, but you used to know how to come out on top. And right now they have that going for them. And of course, they're the reigning champions. Despite what Conte wants to say, they had a good mercato, a very good
Yes.
mercato.
I
He
agree.
wants to talk
That's
like he's still like they're poor or
not
something and they
happy.
didn't buy all these. No, I'm not playing that game. We've seen that a million times. He's setting himself up in case they fail. That's all he's doing.
Exactly. Well, that's what I've been saying to my fellow Napolitans out there.
Yeah.
It's already coming after all the shit he's been saying. He's been struggling with Pisa. Even the last game against who? I can't remember who they went against. Mannaggia la miseria. Whatever. At the last minute, they scored.
Was it
And
not
they got,
Genoa? Genoa.
yeah, Genoa, yes. Then at the Champions League, same thing, Hoyland, which the good side of it, I see Hoyland, he's been scoring goals under Conte because at Man United, he wasn't that great. So that's a good thing with Conte. He brings these players on notch. But sorry. I don't know if you have to ask me, it will be between Milan and Napoli for the Scudetto because Juventus, the top four. Then they might change my mind on January. I don't know, but at this moment, well, my lovely Juventus, I'm not happy. So,
Well, the
but
biggest thing is, are we gonna change? Are we gonna start moving in the right direction? Right? That's what we got to do. You know, that's what we got to do. We got to figure
Marco
it out.
says
For me, it's up to Tudor right now to show a little bit of some type of
magic.
understanding and tactical prowess to like turn this corner. We can't just keep going, and you can't just keep saying that these are good performances, these are good games. It doesn't
No,
matter because if you're not winning, it's not considered a good performance. Like unless you're all over a team and you're absolutely snake bitten for goals, I don't want to hear it.
yeah,
I don't want to hear it, you know?
he's a
And
Talibano. He doesn't want to change.
it's like,
Like,
hey. Easy.
Easy, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Marcus says here, I hate Conte. He trainer Inter. He's no Juventus. Well, I kind of defended him in that department, but after the latest, what he
This
did with
past summer,
Juve,
he's dead to me.
he's dead.
This past
Dead to
summer.
me too.
Yeah, after the summer, you can't do that. You can't do that. Because I'll tell you why, Marco. Because when he went to Inter, he wanted to come to us and we said no.
Yes.
We said no and he waited for us and then he went there. That's the difference. But this past summer, he played us to get what he wanted from
Yeah.
De Laurentiis and
That's where I
Napoli.
got pissed.
That's the bullshit that for me now he's dead. Dead to me.
Yeah, he says, "Do
He's
you
with,
guys like
Eric
Conte?"
Milik.
He says, "Do you guys like Conte after he sells himself for money?" No, absolutely not.
After this summer, I'm done with him.
That Alberto knows. I did want him back because he was bragging to come back, but then after the shit, we all thought he was going to come back, but then by my sources, everything collapsed. So I don't know. All I care about for Conte is to lose, so I can give my fellow Napolitans a big nightmare. Not all of them, but some of them. I got a nice receipt.
All of them.
Well, I got some good ones. I don't know about you. I got some good ones.
All of them. We don't spare anybody.
Guys, let's continue on. Let's put in one of my favorite section of my channel, the Io Godo section. Comments, ban. Yeah, the enjoyment section. Comments, banter. Play out there, boys. Play out there.
I feel like it needs a little bit of music, man. Where's the music? Io Godo section. Come on.
I cannot put music, or else it's going to be copyright, bro.
Oh my god! I'll tell you
if you have
music. I'll tell you where to get the music.
Yeah, you should. You should, bro, because I've been really struggling with the intro and everything. This one that I have is not too bad. So,
Io Godo.
Yeah, the Io Godo section. What is the Io Godo? Before I continue on, you see some people with the comments.
What is what?
What is that you will like to enjoy this year for
Oh,
Juventus?
oh my
Like,
goodness.
okay, yeah,
What would I like to I'm telling you right now, this is what's pissing me off about this team because like I said earlier, we can compete for the title this year.
okay.
So, Io Godo, I want to celebrate us actually competing for that damn thing and taking it to the wire. I think this Serie A is wide open, and I think we should be battling for it to the end. Fino alla
Yeah, so
fucking fine.
yeah.
Justin B, take it
Justin,
easy.
is this a casa point? Yes, buddy, to a casa. Speak about that casa, Alberto. Do we have to send home David? Because based what Justin is saying here, since yesterday he's breaking that ha fatto schifo, I would still give the guy a chance. It's true that at the beginning I did not want Jonathan David, but based what I'm seeing on the friendly and what I've been seeing on the pitch, which I think he should be starting, I think eventually we will see the real Jonathan David. What do you think?
Yeah, it's way too early to write anybody off, especially when you watch this team play. I mean, they don't know how to find their striker. And everybody that's just, I think there's way too many people trying to point the finger and play the blame game. You
Never
have,
happy.
there's no presence in the middle until Tudor realizes that. We hug the flanks way too much. And then there's nobody in the middle centrally, anyways. So our strikers, if you're playing one striker, they're alone on a friggin' island. And if you play two strikers, you're going to have to sacrifice one of those creative guys. I said it. Tudor's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to make a decision if he wants to go 3-5-2. Some games you can get away with 3-4-2-1, but some games you're going to have to go 3-5-2, and you're going to have to understand which games those are, because so far right now he hasn't really matched up the right calls for certain games. And Juve's kind of been figured out a little bit, and now he's got to break that, and he's got to find the next go-to. See, he went to two strikers against Milan. He threw in an extra midfielder, but the fucking guy had no creativity on the pitch because he took all those guys off. So he had no creativity. And then Jagrova left on the bench. What? You need somebody still creative. So he's just been a little bit off for my liking. But like I said, I still think, as frustrating and annoying as these performances have been, Juve's
Yeah.
not far from turning it around. Like, it's only going to take a couple tweaks, I think, for him to figure it out. But as far as Jonathan David, I'm not worried, because if you put Openda there, you put Vlahovic there, they're going to struggle just the same because we're not finding them. I shared the numbers on today's podcast. David, Vlahovic, and Openda touched the ball all together 29 times. That's it. All three of them.
Wow.
Jimenez by himself, 24 touches. That's not good enough. We're not finding these guys. We don't know how to use our strikers. We don't know how to service our strikers. We don't know what it's lost out there. It's broken. It's give it to Chico and Yildiz and pray. That's what we're playing right now. Not good enough. Not good enough.
No, because a lot of people are complaining. Like Marco, I saw plenty of top goals. He's the beast, but I don't know what's going on now. It seems like to me every player they play good outside Juventus. Then when they come here, non
they
bueno.
Shit the bed, yeah.
Yeah. So,
and that's the problem. We got to figure that. We got to figure that out. What the hell is going on? That these guys come here like Cope Miners. It's like the guy looks like he never played a game in his life.
Yeah.
You know, it's looked like the guy showed up to fix the Wi-Fi at Continassa, and all of a sudden they asked him to play, and he hasn't got a fucking clue what he's doing. That's what it looks like.
Tuna sticks in January. Two guys that are out of favor at their club, or even deep into free agency if needed. Well, I hope so, Tuna, but our luck with the Mercado down selling has been really bad. So I don't know, man.
I hate shopping in January, man. I hate it.
I hate the Mercado, period. I hate it. I even hate talking about it. I know you do it a lot, but for me,
I love it in the summer. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, well, there's nothing much to talk about. I love it too, but then it gets annoying because one day you hear a thing, then the next day another. Like, you don't know who we're going to pick or who to trust anymore.
I love it.
Oh, you love it.
One day you might wake up and you might hear they were ready to sign me, for God's sakes. I love it. Mercado's wild. Wild.
We have Anthony Lafleur. Will this current Juventus squad suit a four at the back? I don't
Yes.
know, Anthony.
I say yes.
You say yes?
Yes. I
Okay.
think this
I
setup,
hope you're right.
we're congesting ourselves, especially on the flanks in this setup, and it's just lost. And you're still asking guys to play roles that they're not comfortable with. Man, last year we saw Bremer and Gatti, and teams were barely getting shots on us, barely getting shot attempts. You got this year, we got a back three. Nobody's really looking comfortable. It doesn't even look the best, even when Bremer was in. When Bremer was in, we also still let in 11 goals in 5 games. Like, this team should go that way, especially because we're skinny at center backs. Bremer's out, and then you're hurt. You got Rugani, you got Bremer, you got Gatti. Kalulu, I think, would probably be fine as a right back that could stabilize. You're not going to get a lot of offensive prowess out of that, but that's okay because you can use the opposite side to bomb. And then you just map it out with your midfield. Then you have a more attack-minded midfielder on the right side to help the fact that you've got Kalulu on that right side. And you still have your wingers if you're going in a variation of a 4-3-3. But at the back line, I'm telling you, oh man, this back three, everything, it gets awkward. It gets really awkward, and we just flood the flanks, and then we're stonewalled and can't advance the ball properly. And you need 3 midfielders in there. So even if he wants to stay with 3, he can do that, but you can't go 3-4-2-1. You can't do it. He's gonna
No,
have
too
to
much.
either.
He has to change.
He's gonna hide after. He's gonna either have to start utilizing somebody like Conceição or Jagrova as a wing back on the right side, you know, or João Mario. You keep going that way, but you can have Kalulu as one of the wing backs if you want to play 3-5-2 because everything's just dead. So he's got to figure it out. He's got to figure it
Yeah,
out.
he
In
has to.
4-3-3, you can get away with it because you got an extra midfielder out there, and you just change the setup on the ball, and you can still manipulate that, and you can still work around it. But in a 3-4-2-1, I don't know, man. I don't know. And look, it's still early in the season. There's no reason why
6 games.
there's no reason why right now, with 12 to 14 day break, why he can't be trying all of this through training.
Yes.
Try the 4-3-3. Try your 3-5-2.
3-2.
Try it all out. Work on it. You're only missing a few guys for international break. The guys that don't even matter because they'll figure it out anyways. Cambiaso,
Yeah.
Locatelli gone, that's fine. Yield is gone, that's
Vlahovic.
fine. Chico's gone, that's fine. And Cope Miner's
David.
gone, and Kefren Turam.
Yeah, even David, I think, right?
I think David's gone, and Vlahovic.
Yeah, with the kind of.
But that's fine.
Yeah, with the.
Because you're still working. Those guys will be fine. He's got to figure out the setup right now. That's what you need to be doing for 12 to 14 days. Let these guys recover, because you always want to talk about how fucking tired they are. Let them recover, for God's sakes. I'm sick and tired of hearing that shit.
Boy.
Let them recover, and then let them and work on the setups. That's what tours should be doing this international break. Figuring out your alternatives, and then start to see who can fill what role in those setups. But I don't believe that we can say we are not suited to a back four. We could be suited to a 3-man back set, but he's got to figure out the rest because the team hasn't had balance. And I think that you can figure out a 3-5-2 setup where we keep balance. I think you can definitely find a 4-3-3 that would bring us balance. But some people believe that you can't play a 4-3-3 unless you have quality. And we don't have the quality to play 4-3-3. I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree because I don't know, man. Back four, I think, will help certain guys as opposed to the back three. Because we're getting pulled out of position quite easily right now. And I think it gets easier any way you slice it if you have 3 midfielders in there. I'm okay if Tudor says, I want to stick with 3 at the back. I'm okay with that. But you can't
Okay.
keep going 3-4-2-1. He
You
has
got
to have
two
3 midfielders.
strikers.
Has to. So something has to give any way you slice it. Because the team is out of whack. It's all over it's up and down like a yo-yo.
But you're saying about the 4-3-3, but even with Allegri, I see other teams, they don't do it that often, the 4-3-3. So I don't know. I wish to see that, but I don't know. Is it kind of risky? Because even with Allegri, we tried the 4-3-3, then it wasn't that great. So I don't know. With this team, maybe it could be a
I don't know,
miracle
man.
if
It's like I don't understand.
you understand. Okay. That's
I
why
don't
I'm
know
asking
why
you this
these guys, I
question.
don't understand why these guys don't try things a little bit different. You know, if you look
Yeah.
back to last year we tied what 16? We drew like 16 games or something stupid like that. 16 or 18 games were draws, something crazy. We played
Yeah.
a back four pretty much all of last season. The back four wasn't the problem. And this is pretty much the exact same team, other than the fact you have Gleison Bremer back.
Yeah.
So I don't buy into the fact that we cannot play a back four with this team. Whatever it takes to get 3 midfielders out there, and the only reason I say you should at least try 4-3-3 is because
Yeah.
you don't want to sacrifice your attacking players. You don't want to
Exactly.
sacrifice the attacking players, right? So if you're going to go to a 4-man back set, figure out the spacing, make it a little better for your team, you could do that. If Tudor wants to stick with 3 at the back, I really think he has to go with a traditional 3-5-2.
Okay.
And he's going to have to make some interesting
That might
decisions there
work.
when he goes 3-5-2, because the strikers, maybe they need another guy there to get some space for themselves. So rather than approach this thing with one striker all the time, maybe you do play 2 of them together to try and get both of these guys going. And then if you're in a 3-5-2, you utilize Yildiz as an advanced midfielder, like a 10, like an actual number 10. And he can go behind both of those strikers. And then if you want Chico or Zagrova to come in, let him come in as a wing back in a game. Depends how the game goes. If you're dominating the ball, let him go as a wing back.
Exactly. It's like Marco's saying. I'm pretty sure you said it too. Me myself. Tudor will never play for defense. He is a stubborn guy. He will try it by now if he like it. Like I said, he's a Talibano, testadura.
But here's
That's
the thing though.
okay.
If he wasn't willing to change, he wouldn't be trying it in practice. And he already told us, and we already know because the guys that live there at frickin' J Hotel have been saying that they're watching him train and there's other formations being tested. He told us, he said, yeah, I'm trying other formations and we'll see. He also just yesterday, after what did he say? You won't see 2 strikers because it's highly unlikely that I go with 2 strikers. But he did it yesterday
That's a
against
big
Milan.
mistake.
I wouldn't
Be
write it
surprised.
off that he's not going to try it. I wouldn't write it off. Because if he wasn't willing to try it, he wouldn't even be practicing with it. And he is. So he's thinking about a change. I guarantee you. And you
We got
want
a
to make a
question.
bet? You want to make a bet?
Okay, go ahead. Before I go to a question, go ahead.
Let's make a bet. I bet you that he goes into a different setup before. Where are we at? October 6th. We're back from the break when? October what's our next one after the break? I think it's
in
October
2 weeks.
Where is it here? 19th.
19th.
So we're at October 19th. So we're almost going to get to the end of the month after the international break. I bet you he has a different setup by the end of October.
I hope so. We have some questions here. Let's move on. Let's hope you're right what you said, Alberto. Question: Are you confident against Madrid or no? I am not confident at all. I might have a Real Madrid on my show if I'm not working that day, either before or after the game. So I hope to have him or another guy that I've been talking. But Real Madrid, I'm sorry, I don't know about you, Alberto, but for me, segna la croce, amigo mio. What do you think about Real Madrid? Are you confident?
I'm always confident. I'm
You're always
100%
confident?
confident. Is Juve confident? I don't know. Me, I'm confident. Oh yeah, they could put me in
You
all
are.
day against Real Madrid.
Me, I'm
Juve though,
sorry, I'm not. I'm
Juve
not.
though, Juve's a different
Mm.
story. We had an opportunity to gain confidence in these games in the build up to it. So we don't really have confidence. We don't really have momentum right now going into these games. If they come back after the international break, okay? And ciao Antonio. If we
The
come after
best.
the international break and then we start to cook, if we can really come out strong against Como, if we can have a decisive victory against Como, you can set yourself up quite well. But here's the problem. When Tudor has played difficult teams, when he played Manchester City, when he played Real Madrid in the Club World Cup, we got blown up. Way too much respect. We collapsed. When we played Inter, we showed them too much respect. We got lucky too. We beat them, which was awesome because they always.
It was a beauty, no
It
matter
was
what.
beauty.
But I
But
wasn't happy with the
we
conceded
collapsed.
goals.
We collapsed a lot. And Tudor needed to learn from that game. That was one of the first games he needed to learn from and change
Yeah.
something, especially the middle of the park. He didn't. He still hasn't. So if he's not learning, if he's not adjusting, it's hard to have confidence against a team like Madrid where you're surrendering a lot of quality. What happens when you surrender quality? How do you beat teams when you surrender quality? You have to outsmart them. You have to outwit them. And your coach has to outmanage the other opposition. That's where we are nervous. That's where we're nervous because we don't have that confidence or that faith in Tudor. That's the truth.
It is. I don't know. I don't know. We'll wait and see.
The nice thing
Uh,
is that, hey, football is football still at the end of the day. You got to play the games. Anything can happen. But right now, the way things are going, that's going to be a very difficult matchup for Juventus to get something out of. Bottom line.
it's going to be a good
We don't
game.
have to lie. We don't have to,
No, no, I'm always honest. Like I said, I don't feel confident. Plus, it's Real Madrid, which apparently Adam's saying here Barcelona fans will be rooting for Juventus because that's the game before they play Madrid and El Clasico. Well,
Well,
I know there's big beef.
hopefully we can beat them up and get stuck in and actually not show them any respect. That would make me happy. That would make
That
me
would
happy
be
just to be a thorn in the side, be physical, get stuck in, create problems, just be a fucking nightmare to play a game. That's all I want. I want the Juve that I am accustomed to seeing. That is
yeah, with
a
Grinta, the Grinta juice.
a nightmare to beat. You have to kill yourself to get the fucking result against these guys. And sadly, this is the
Oh
sad part
boy.
about Juventus. And I'm going to be quite honest, is that I feel, and I still feel the same way over all these years and even our struggles and everything like that. Look at this year. Everybody thought Inter was going to come and they were going to beat up on Juve. Ooh. What happened yesterday? Or the day before Milan. Oh, Milan's gonna come and they're gonna beat on.
I was one of
Oh
them.
yeah.
I was one of them.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Listen, even when we struggle, this Serie A is not strong. This is not a strong Serie A. This is not a Serie A that
It's not
scares
Premier
you.
League or La
It's
Liga.
not getting away from us. It's this Juve. We kill ourselves.
Exactly.
Last
Bravo.
year,
That's where I'm not confident.
Last year, Juventus, we pissed away 26 points from advantage. We would have won the fucking Scudetto.
We would have.
We pissed away 26 points from advantage. And I'm telling you, There is no way I'm going to believe that this squad now, with the players we have, with Bremer back, is not better than last year's team. So to say that this team should be competing for a Scudetto, absolutely they need to. Absolutely they need to. They need to be competing for a Scudetto, and Tudor needs to figure this out. I don't want to fire a coach. I don't want to keep changing the coaches. He needs to figure it out. And we have the players to do it. It's got to just be a little bit better. It's got to be a little bit. You got to find results. He needs a win. Como has to be a victory.
A win.
Period.
With Tudor going out, I agree with you, but the only reason why I think he might not enjoy the Panettone, because Elkan, if more points drop by December, it gets kind of iffy. But like I said, as much I'm not a big fan as a coach Tudor, I wish him the best, and hopefully we can see some changes.
Yeah, we got to stop killing ourselves, though. You guys got to stop killing themselves. We make all these mistakes. We piss away these games. Villarreal should have been 3 points.
We always get
Verona. You should have controlled that game. We were absolutely
Atalanta.
Tudor didn't understand that you needed to break up that transition. You were getting murdered on it. That's where you need your coach to step in. That's where you need your coach to realize the situation. And you know what? If you're gonna talk about guys that are tired over and over and over, then fucking play the guys who have been sitting, because enough's enough. You're the coach.
Yeah.
You're in charge of that. And you know what? You're the fucking allenatore. You're running the training sessions.
Let's go. Well, bye. Move. Come on, vai Alberto. Sfogati. Oh boy, here we go. We have Mario. Well, speaking about that, we got Mario, a good interista. He said, maybe at time versus Real Madrid. I'll be tuning in to your watch along, Alberto. You have a great commentary. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mario. Appreciate
he's
that.
A good interista. He always supports me. We go back and forth through messages, but he's a good guy. But I give it to him. He's from Toronto as well, I believe. So. He's a Leafs fan too, like you, Alberto. So
hey,
he doesn't watch it that much.
Mario, we bond over pain then together when it comes to the Maple Leafs. Okay? So you're my brother in arms there when it comes to the Leafs, and I suffer with you, my friend, because I'm born in London, Ontario, and I'm a Leafs fan.
There you go.
I got lots of family in Toronto, and I love the Leafs, but that's been a painful ride for us, man.
I'm not gonna say nothing with the Leafs or else, but we'll see what happens with hockey. We can even touch on that because Canucks are not gonna play well. I'm telling you right now. Even Boston with their new coach, I don't know, man. Edmonton, I don't know.
On my way to Philadelphia for the Club World Cup this past summer.
Oh, yeah.
Stranded in the Boston airport. Okay, so literally stranded. I'm like, I need a place. They got a long layover. I'm like, where am I going to go have a beer? I'm walking down. I'm like, I need to have a drink, just sit down, relax. And the only bar in this fucking place, it's all Boston Bruins shit. It's black and yellow, whatever. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, I don't even need a beer. I'm out of here. And I went back and sat down and just listened to music. I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need to come in here. Unbelievable.
He said Leafs are terrible. I don't know, man. We'll see. Canucks with their new coach.
Something. Every year it's always something. It's
always something.
Painful, man. They just can't make
the preseason I watched, the Leafs so as we win, but we gotta see now. Thursday is the big game against Calgary. Yeah. So but it's good to see, so you have an idea, because my wife is a Canucks fan and she wants to see it. So which I'm hoping to watch against Boston. But the wife doesn't want to do against Boston because it's on a Sunday. So we'll wait and see which game I will be able to watch live.
Yeah.
So
hey, so you got some fans in there. He's Adam's talking about the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yes.
What about the San Siro getting ripped down and they're going to have a nice?
I forgot about that. Yes. Thank you for remembering that. I don't know.
I gotta say, I'm a little
good.
off. I haven't gotten there, man. I would have loved to. I'm a little sad.
Oh, you want to check it?
I would love to go to the San Siro to watch a game, so it's kind of shitty that I would never get that chance, you know?
Well,
They're gonna rip
there's
it
still
down.
time. Well, when they're gonna rip it down at the 2027 or after?
No, I think they want the new one up for 2027.
Holy shit!
So I don't think
yeah.
I'm getting over there in that time, because if I am gonna go over there, yeah, well, maybe you
Mhm.
make it work. Maybe there's a chance, but
Maybe. Oh,
yeah,
you see the new one?
it is
I didn't.
crazy though. It's crazy
It
to
is
think that the San Siro,
finally
one of the
something
most
new for Serie A.
iconic stadiums in the world, isn't fit to host for the 2032 Euros. That's actually crazy to think about, that it's not fit for it. That's crazy. So obviously they have to change, but the San Siro is everybody that I've heard that's gone to it to watch Juve as a away supporter says it's just
Yeah,
incredible, that stadium.
incredible.
Like, it's
Wow.
old and it's, it's got its things here and there, but they said this, that the sound, the way the acoustics are in there, the atmosphere, they said it's just phenomenal, just phenomenal. So it's kind of crazy. But the new one that they're looking to build looks amazing.
Amazing. Oh yeah. At least we
And-
see something new in Italy.
And what's cool is that they're going to keep the pitch right now from the San Siro. That pitch is going to stay there, and they're going to keep it the same right next to the stadium, so that pitch will be the way it started at the very beginning, and it'll sit there in the middle of an actual park that they're building as part of it. That's amazing. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I even forgot to talk about them on my videos, but
And Juve
there's so much to talk about.
Juve should have built their stadium a little bit bigger.
Ah, oh well. Well, they always will create something new there.
That's the only thing, a little bit small when they built that thing.
Alberto, do you have any other questions? I think I've run out of questions in the chat.
I don't think so, man. We're at international break now. What about the Azzurri?
The Azzurri? I don't know. What you think? Are we going to make it through by points, or are we going to make it throughout the playoffs?
Like 7 goalies, I think, for fuck's sakes. I think he brought 7 goalies. No, he brought 4, but what's the point of 4 goalies? Like, I was looking at the squad.
Yeah, my only thing.
Cristante is what he's called. His name. Fuck.
Yeah, but Chiesa, I still can't believe he's still not 100%. Like Gattuso wants him, and he's hurt again.
He's hurt. That's the story of the guy, man.
Yeah, the wife is pissed off because she likes Chiesa.
So does the hospital, because he's always there.
Although it's the hospital. Well, we've been watching some Liverpool games because she loves Chiesa. So he scores. Hey!
Liverpool.
I know.
So what do you got? You got Carnesecchi, Donnarumma, Mere Vicario, Bastoni, Calafiori, Cambiaso, Coppola, Di Lorenzo, Di Marco, Gabbia, Mancini.
How can you put this guy Mancini?
Udogi, Barella, Cristante, Fratesi, Locatelli, Nico Luci, Caviglia, Tonali, and then in the attack you got Cambiaghi, Esposito, Keane, Orsolini, Politano, Raspadori, Retegui, and Zaccagni.
Bastoni needs to get his shit together, and Di Marco.
Oh my God, Bastoni, man. Jesus.
Yeah. And Locatelli needs to watch out their own goal. That's it.
We got a lot of guys that need to get their heads out of their ass, man. Cambiaso, Di Marco, Bastoni, Di Lorenzo.
Yes.
Cristante,
he's bad.
Mancini, man.
Why you put Mancini? I don't get that Tuzo, man.
Here's my thing. If you're talking about the Azzurri, I think the main problem for this team is they don't have that one guy that can go right at the heart of the back line. They don't have that guy. He needs to go right at the heart of the back line in the defense. They don't have that guy. It's not Calafiori. The problem is Calafiori and Bastoni are the same fucking player. They're the same guy. That's a problem, because you don't have that one guy, that fucking rock right in the middle of your defense.
No.
They don't have that. You can't go back 4 with the players he has. And if you go back 3, you don't have that rock right in the heart that commands the back line. The midfield, I think, the midfield's the best part of the team, if you ask me.
Yeah, but Bastoni is good with the 3, not with the 4. If we want to
Yeah,
see
that's what I'm
the
saying. The problem is
yeah.
Calafiori and Bastoni are the same guy. Neither one of them is good in the center of a back three.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Yeah, that's what I'm
misunderstood
saying. Is like they
you.
don't have
Yeah.
that guy that can command the defense right in the middle. Acerbi's too friggin' old. You don't want him. They have a little bit of a problem there, right?
We
If we're gonna look at the games here real quick just to see.
yeah, then we
Um,
shut it down. I go through some comments after.
yeah, they're in trouble, man. Like they are in trouble if
Yes,
you're looking
because
at
they need
World Cup
the
qualifying.
uh-huh.
Um, I don't know, man. If you're looking
The
at the
goals.
Azzurri,
Yeah. At least Norway loses, then we might go through. Also, we're
Estonia,
gonna be
the first game's against Estonia. You have to win. Period. They have to beat Estonia, and they got to score 1,000,000 goals. It's gonna come to playoffs, brother. It's gonna come to playoffs.
that's what I'm saying.
Ah, do you think we get in the World Cup? Does the chat think you guys think we get in?
Yeah.
Do
I
you
don't know.
think
I'm 50-50. I'm scared, to be
I'm worried?
honest.
I'm nervous about it too. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
I'm
so we're on the
nervous.
same page.
Yeah.
We got Anthony saying Keane is that guy in theory and on
On
his
his
day.
day.
He changes a game, he drives the defense. Okay, then we have more comments. Christian still being selected for the Azzurri still amazed me. Yeah, Anthony,
Crazy.
it amazed me too. We need Israel to do us a favor and grab a draw against Norway.
Ah,
Well, that's only pray, Anthony. That's only pray. What do we have here? We're gonna go on the last comments. Well, oh, you say yes, Antonio. I
he
don't
says
know,
yeah.
bro.
Hey, speriamo, fra. Speriamo.
Speriamo, Antonio. Speriamo. And one last comment before I shut it down, because Adam said something. But our fan base is doubting that it will break ground due to the history of how politicians behave in Italy, which you guys know. He's talking about the stadium. Yeah, well, we'll wait and see. We all know how our politicians are, but it's official, so they
Italy's
should be
such
doing it.
yeah, Italy's such a joke when it comes to that shit. It's crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
I think with Gattuso, the Azzurri has a chance. Well, I hope so. I love Gattuso. Like they call me Ringio, like Gattuso. So, like I have the same attitude as him. Plus, he's Calabrese. So,
Here's my thing: is like Juve in Italy. I feel the same way. I love.
bravo. Yes, I
I
agree
love
with you.
Tudor, but I don't think he's the tactical guy that we need. And for the Azzurri, I think you need a guy that's more tactical to run that thing. I'll be quite honest. I think the Azzurri should have got Allegri when they had the chance.
Yes, but you know what's funny with Allegri? I think he's smart because he doesn't want to deal with the FIGG. That's why he joined Milan.
Yeah,
Same goes with Ancelotti.
yeah.
So I think Allegri and that department is smart. But
It does suck to see Ancelotti with Brazil. That it doesn't
yes,
feel right. It pisses me. I understand it, but it bothers me. Canada would have been beautiful. Hey, he lives in Vancouver.
Okay.
He's got a spot in Vancouver.
I know. I never had a chance to meet him, to be honest.
Did you see? He
So-
was posting. He was on a hike. He was on a hike.
Yeah, but
oh
at the island, Vancouver Island.
yeah, he went down to the island.
Yeah, it's far away from me. So hope to see him at Dante.
Flowers, a ferry trip.
Oh, a couple hours.
You're Reno Zorroino.
Yeah, that's it. I did not do that tonight. Renier was the only possibility for Eddie, but they couldn't force him out of retirement.
But
Renier
that's
could have been
because
great.
they waited. They waited too. They should have sacked Spalletti before,
Yeah.
and then they would have had a shot at way better coaches. They took that away
Yes.
from themselves by hanging on to Spalletti. They
Yeah.
made a mistake there. Spalletti after the Euros should have been bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Alberto, I'm going to shut it down right now. You have nothing else? Finito? Bada bing, bada boom? Okay.
Hey, man, you're shutting her down. We're shutting her down. I'm out.
Okay. No, I'm not
I'm
kicking you
I'm
out.
out of here.
No, I'm not kicking you out, bro. Mamma mia. I try to be polite. Anyways, Alberto, thanks again for joining. Hopefully, to have you back. I know you've been busy, but you can always call me, but in the afternoon because I'm not gonna do your live 5 in the morning, bro. With all due respect, but when you have a chance, you can always call me. Or else I can have you back on. And chat, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure, even though it's 11
Yeah,
p.m.
big shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Anthony, Mario, and I
Yeah,
see Anthony commenting on our stuff too. I really appreciate it. Thanks,
yeah,
you
he's
guys.
cool.
Antonio is a beauty. Love it. Thank you.
Yeah, especially it's almost midnight at your end. It's always an honor. So until then, Forza Juve, Forza Italia e a casa tutti, tutti soprattutto i napoletani e interisti. Ciao, ciao, ciao.